Please state your name.
Hi, I'm Christopher Smith.
And you've done a lot of voice acting for animes and video games.
That's what they tell me. Yeah.
How have you enjoyed that so far?
It's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. I'm one of those who's actually able to make a living at it, so that's great. I don't have to dig ditches as a day job, because that really sucks. And it's a lot of fun. It's the second best job in the whole world.
So where are you from? Originally?
California.
That's what, born and raised?
Yeah, San Francisco, born and I guess raised in LA. I've spent most of my life there.
Cool.
I'm one of those strange people who really does like LA.
Cool.
I really do. It's there could always be more of some things and less of other things like traffic and better air quality. But I do really love Los Angeles. It's been very, very good to me. So.
Yeah, you also do a lot of traveling as well. Is it mainly just for conventions or just other things as well?
Mainly for conventions. Yeah, I'm all over the place for conventions. Here in Connecticut, which is great. This is seriously is a great con.
Yeah.
I'll be in Oklahoma next week. So but this is gonna be a tough act to follow. You guys are a tough act to follow. You really are.
As a voice actor, do you find yourself interested in the actual product that you've been involved in, or?
Sometimes, yeah. Especially when it comes to video games. I don't tend to play them as much. I leave that up to my son. It's really cool when I'm walking through GameStop and I go, oh, I'm in that. Oh, I'm in that. Hey, look, it's me. I'm in that. That's cool. All right. It's really, or walking through the dealers' rooms at conventions. A buddy of mine in LA who also does voiceover will walk through the dealer's room and play Spot Me. There's me. There's me. I'm there. There's me. It's a total ego thing, but it's a lot of fun.
And as a voice actor, like you've done multiple characters for like maybe one or two projects.
Oh yeah.
So is it talking to yourself sometimes, or?
In some cases, yes. I'm doing a children's show that is on its way to PBS. I can't really talk about it by name, but I play 7 sheep brothers. Yeah, just leave it alone. Just don't. And they talk, and they all talk to themselves, and they all talk at the same time.
Wow.
So it's cacophonous, and it's multiple passes on the same pages of the script, but I love it. It's great, and it's not digging ditches.
You've had the honor of voicing Superman in both Tenchi. How do you feel to play two iconic characters from two different cultures?
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Superman, I did not think I was gonna get it. I auditioned for that project, and I'll audition for anything. I just bring it on. Yes, more. Come on. Yeah, I'll read that. I don't think I read for Wonder Woman. I'm not sure though. And I thought I'm not gonna get one of the top tier characters. I'm not gonna get Batman. I'm not gonna get Superman. I really wanted the Joker, but I thought, I'm probably going to get Green Lantern or Captain Marvel or something along those lines, or Lex Luthor or what have you. And a friend of mine was the casting director on that project, and she called me about a week later and she says, oh, they're really liking you for Green Lantern or Captain Marvel. I'm like, yay. And again, it's work. I love it. Being a superhero is fantastic. But then about a week later, I was driving and I pulled into my driveway, and the phone rings and it's the casting director calling. So I looked up my phone, and there was no voice on the other end of the line. All I heard was da 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 da, and I got out and did a little happy dance. I was like, I'm gonna be Superman. Look, Mom, I'm Superman. It's pretty good. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. And Tenchi. Great show. I mean, GXP is a fun kind of racy series that was sort of my first God, when did I do that? It was a long time ago. And it was my first time doing anime that had sort of, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't want to say sexual overtones, but it was very
adult flair.
It was yeah. And I mean, they didn't go over the edge. Nobody, you know. But I'm watching it going, wow, hey, this is new and different. I'm happy to be a part of this. You know, and they're believing me as a 19-year-old kid. Okay, cool.
Do you find challenging playing a younger character or older character?
Definitely, younger characters. Younger characters are harder because the older I get, the less high register I have, and the easier it is for me to lose my high register, whether it's through vocal exertion or, you know, staying out late. So I have to be very, very cautious of that. But I'm doing a show right now that's going to air on Nickelodeon called Monsuno. It's going to air start next spring. And it's sort of a cross between, what if you took Pokemon and Johnny Quest and you melded them together? And I'm playing two characters in that show. I'm playing the sort of the Race Bannon-ish character. And then I'm playing the hero kid's nerdy sidekick. And his voice is up in here. I can't even do it today. My voice is trashed. But I have to be very, very cautious about it, about not abusing myself in the days before we record that, because that's an awesome gig, and I do not want to jeopardize it.
Was there like a certain ritual that you go through before, like you say, for like a few days before you have a voice acting? Is something you got to do beforehand, or you just rest and relax?
Drink a lot of water, and just not. You know, coffee's bad, alcohol is bad, smoking is bad. Luckily, I don't smoke. But just all those things that really, you know, harsh your mellow. And so, yeah, there is a certain amount of care that I have to do. And I live in fear of sinus infections and laryngitis. That's like, wow, you know, swine flu, I laugh at swine flu. But laryngitis, and it's terrible. It's really terrible because it means I can't work, you know, and I have to figure ways of getting around it, and cough drops and throat spray and slippery elm tea and all of that good stuff. You know, this last May, I had, you know, pending laryngitis for almost the entire month, and it was the busiest month I'd ever had. I was working every single day in May, and it just couldn't seem to get back to full power, but it worked. I survived.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for this interview time.
You're very welcome. Where am I going to be able to see this?
PerezStart.com and on coveredbysaintelist.blogspot.com.
Oh, terrific. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Great meeting you.
Great meeting you too.